Hello children, today we are going to learn our new chapter in English, chapter 2, Wonderful Waste. In this chapter, we see how we can use things which are waste according to us, but we can use them or recycle them. In this chapter, we will learn a story which is based on true incident. This incident happened in Travancore, which means God's own country, which is known as Kerala presently. They changed Travancore as Kerala in 1956. Let's begin with the chapter. Once Maharaja of Travancore ordered a grand dinner in his palace. In the afternoon before the dinner. So, what is the story? Once there was a Maharaja and he ordered a grand dinner in his palace. Before the dinner in the afternoon. The Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. So the Maharaja wanted to see what his cook is making. So he entered in the kitchen, what is going on, because he was very serious about his feast, in the sense a celebration, grand celebration. What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps? He asked the cook, pointing to the basket of scraps near the cook. The cook replied, "They are waste. We will throw them away." When Maharaja entered in the kitchen, he saw some vegetable scraps and he pointed that and he asked to his cook, "What are you going to do with them?" Then cook replied, "These are waste. These are useless vegetables. We are going to throw them away." You cannot waste all these bits and pieces of vegetables. Find a way to use them. Then Maharaja asked and ordered, "You cannot waste. You're not supposed to waste anything. You have to find out a new idea, and using that idea, you have to use them." The Maharaja commanded sternly and walked away. In the sense, after giving command, the Maharaja walked away from the kitchen. The cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scraps for some time. Suddenly, an idea flashed across his mind. The cook started staring at the vegetables, that what he can do, what he can make, and suddenly an idea came in his mind. An idea hit in his. He took all the vegetables bits and washed them and cleaned them well. Then he cut them into long strips. He put them in a huge pot and placed it on the fire to cook. As soon as an idea came in his mind, he washed them all very nicely. He cut them into a long strips, and after that he put all these vegetables in a pot and started cooking them. Next, he ground some fresh coconut green chilies and garlic together. He added his paste and some salt, the cooking vegetables. After that, he started adding some things because he wanted that dish to be tasty, because that dish was for feast. So that is why he started adding things like a coconut, green chilies, garlic and some salt. A tempting smell started coming from the pot. After adding lots of things and ingredients, that smell, attracting smell, started coming from the pot. Now he wiped some curd and added it to the curry. After that, he added some curd also. He also poured a few spoonfuls of coconut oil and decorated the dish with curry leaves. After that, he added some spoonful coconut oils, means some spoon full of coconut oil and some curry leaves for the decoration. Lo and behold, the new dish was ready. After adding some ingredients, the dish was ready to serve. The cook served this new dish to the guests that evening. After making the dish, he served also the dish to all the guests. Everyone was eager to know the name of the new dish. The cook thought and thought, because this was the invention. So no one was knowing what is the name. So cook also started thinking, what should I call it? So he was just thinking and thinking. Then a name came to his mind. He named it Avial. Avial became famous all over Kerala and is now one of the dishes in a traditional Kerala feast. Now, Aviral is become very famous because this dish is very tasty and healthy to eat. Now, people they are making this dish in Kerala in each and every traditional feast, means celebration. As an imagine, it all came from a basket of waste. Now you can imagine, in the beginning that cook wanted to throw them away, and what is the end of that vegetable scraps? It became a very famous and very nice dish, which is now called a traditional dish. So, what we can learn in this chapter, waste can be quite useful. So, before throwing things, we have to think twice what we can do with this waste. Okay, and we have to use them or recycle them. This is the best process.